Hello Year 1 and welcome to your maths learning for today. It is Friday the 5th of February 2021 and happy Friday. Your retrieval today, your recap is of your 2D and 3D shapes. Have a little think about those. Excuse that it says learning last week, so it wasn't last week, it was a few weeks ago now, a little while ago. So what are the shapes? How do you know? So think about talking about their properties and using the correct vocabulary. Corners, edges, sides, faces, vertices, all that language that you learned when you were looking at 2D and 3D shapes. As always, if you can look at your calendar and your months as well of the year. So the months is the focus now. So we're getting quite good with our days of the week. So it's just the months of the year now. So what month are we in? What was it last month? And what month will it be next? And think about the seasons as well. That would be a question that I might start adding on there. So think about the seasons. What sort of weather will you have at that time of year? So are we in spring, summer, winter, autumn? Which season is it as well? So our learning today, we are learning to solve one-step problems that involve addition. So how can we be successful? So to be successful, okay, we need to remember that we are looking at addition. So we're looking at adding, okay, and what that means and how that looks. By solving one-step problems, there are going to be sort of word questions or word problems that we use a lot of in our fly high. So it's thinking about the why or the how, showing your workings and explaining your reasoning. Okay, so showing how you've worked that out and seeing if you can solve it using a variety of methods. Okay, all the methods, put all that learning, that knowledge from this week and use those methods to help you answer those addition problems. Okay, so I want you to think, what do you remember about adding? What ways can we add? What methods can we use? And what manipulatives can we use? And again, you need to pause as and when you need to. If you need to share that learning with somebody and answer those questions, or tell somebody, or write it down, or however best you want to record that. So what can you use to help you? So it's just a recap again. Here's some images. So your number lines, tens frames, bead strings, counters, deans, so your tens and ones. But again, if you don't have access to these, then please use objects that you can use at home. To be creative, think on your feet. What can you use at home to support you with your problems and your addition problems and working those out? So again, here you can, there's some suggestions on what methods you can use. So your jottings, your number lines, so blank number lines, tens frames, and again, you can use the documents throughout the week. They're obviously attached and uploaded to the website. So if you need to print any of those off, or you can draw out your tens frames, your counters, and your jottings you can draw out anyway. And same with your number line. There is one there you can use, or you can use your own blank number line. So all you need to do is use all those methods from this week. As I said, you can use these to support you with answering and finding the answers out to these questions. So in this one, there was some missing numbers. So fill in the missing numbers. How can you work that out? What method do you need to use, or what could you use? And if you've worked it out in one way or shown it in one way, can you show it in another way or with a different method? Again, here, complete, fill in those missing numbers. This one, you've got some missing numbers again, but in a slightly different representation. So not in a number sentence, a slightly different method. And again here, create a similar diagram. Can you extend your diagram? So maybe using a different number or a same number. You can use the number 20 again, but change the number 7. Here there is a write the numbers 1 to 5 in the squares so that each row and column adds up to the same number. This is called a magic number grid. Okay, it's a real challenge. You have to put some numbers in, add them up, check them, move some around. That might take you the whole sort of lesson, the whole time. So that's a tricky one. Here, can you write a pair of numbers in the boxes to add to 12? And this one is, can you find all the possibilities? So how many different numbers can you put into those boxes to make 12, to equal 12, to be the same as that? And then convince me, so show your workings. Again, a missing number to complete. What do you notice about this? Explain your reasoning. And then this is the fly high challenge is if you can work out any of those questions independently. Can you explain your thinking in those questions? Or can you work the question out in another way? So if you've shown it in one way using deans, using your jottings, okay, the tens and ones, then can you show it in another representation? Can you show it on a number line? Can you use bridging at all on a number line? So instead of counting in ones, can you count in do jumps of 2 or anything like that? So that is your Fly High challenges for today. And as always, please share your learning with us on the parent support. And it'd be really lovely to see you use all those skills from the week and applying them to work out these word problems today. Thanks for sending in your maths learning and your maths work to us this week. And we look forward to seeing more of your maths work next week. And happy Friday. Have a good rest.